Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new stream here on ECC. Today we have a Division 1 game for you. We have Godalions Tempest against Polar Ace, a really good matchup here. Both lost their first game in the league, so we have Godalions Tempest in 6th place and then Polar Ace in shared 9th place. So it's promising to be a really great matchup here between Godalions Tempest and Polar Ace. If we look at the lineups, we see for Polar Ace, Curse, Such a Waffle, and Lightning Strike. And for the Godalions Tempest side, we have Dave, Mythic, Jay, and Azara as sub. Of course, we've seen Godalions Tempest as the champions of Division 2 last season, so that's a great accomplishment by them last season. So it's gonna be a really great matchup, as I said here. I think Nico is back now, so hello Nico, how are you?
I didn't know the stream was on. Hello.
Nice.
Yes, I am. I'm back. I didn't know what Dennis just said, but I'm great today. How are you, Dennis?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Really excited to cast. Yeah, I just said that Godalions Tempest, Polar Ace, they both lost their first game in the league, and it's gonna be a close matchup here. We're still waiting on the Godalions Tempest side to join, but I think that Godalions Tempest, they were the champions of last season's Division 2, and Polar Ace, I think that the lineup is pretty alright. Curse, Lightning Strike, but Godalions Tempest, I think they're just a little bit better, I would say. So what do you think?
I think you're right. I think that Godalions Tempest definitely has the edge, but seeing as they both have a loss to the name, they both want to come out swinging in this one and get themselves their first win of the season. So it's definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah, losing the first game is really a struggle in the season, because only 9 games are played in the season. So you really want to win the second one. It's a really important one if you're in the situation, lost your first game, both teams lost the first game, they really want to win against each other to maybe get the playoff spot. But I think it's time to head into the predictions. So as I just said, I think that Godalions Tempest was the better side over Polar Ace. So I think Godalions Tempest is gonna take the series with 3-1. Godalions Tempest, I think they just a little bit better than Polar Ace. Last season they played pretty well in Division 2, and I think Polar Ace, they don't have a better roster, but I think that Godalions Tempest will just maybe get even playoffs in this Division 1 if they just get a winning streak right now. So what do you think, Godalions Tempest or Polar Ace?
I am really tempted to go Polar Ace just to be the opposite of you, but I have to go Tempest. Like, I can't pick against Tempest right now. Their roster is just on paper a lot better than the Polar Ace, so I have to go Tempest.
Yeah, I agree with you. Oh well, yeah, I think that it's Tempest who is just the better side here, and we see that there's a poll actually going on in the stream. So if you go to the chat, you can vote for Godalions Tempest or Polar Ace. We see 75%, so 3 votes for Polar Ace and 1 vote for Godalions Tempest. So just let us know in the poll who's gonna win the series, Godalions Tempest or Polar Ace. Of course, we know Godalions Tempest from last season, and a few players from Polar Ace as well. Lightning Strike, he's pretty good around here. We know him from the ECC community. Kurt, who is a graphics designer. So I think it's time to hop up into game 1. I think we're all set to go. Game 1 between Godalions Tempest and Polar Ace. Let's get on the way. Game on getting underway between Godalions, Tempest and Polar Ace. On the Godalions Tempest side with Azera, Dave and Mythic, and on Polar Ace side with Curse, Lightning Strike and such a ruffle. So as I said, it's going to be a really interesting matchup because both teams lost the first game, so they really want to win the second one. So what do you think it's gonna be like a series? Like, is it gonna be a real offensive series? Is it gonna be a more defensive series? What do you think, Nico?
I'm not expecting a lot of goals this series. I think it's going to be oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so this is going to be the one of three goals that's going to be scored in this game. Because I am a insane predictor. But I don't think overall there's going to be a lot of goals in this series. I'm not expecting that to happen. I'm pretty sure both sides will come out with some pretty good defense, but also some good offense. But Alright, I take everything back. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of goals this series now. Dennis, you go.
Yeah, we set a second goal for Polar Ace already this game, 33 seconds in, and it's a good air dribble there. But I think that Dave could have saved that for Godalions Tempest, but it just wasn't able to get quick enough on to the crossbar. But we see offense here from Godalions Tempest for the first time of this series. If you see Mythic getting the clear upwards to the corner, on the opposite side, it's into the corner. Mythic tries to get to the center of the field. Such a waffle is up. But both plays there for Polar Ace. And Dave is there, not much boost, but can still get it clear. Such a waffle with a flick. Still trying to get it over Azera. Curse just can't get the aerial there. Lightning Strike gets to the center of the field. Mythic with a miss. And yeah, not much goals since the 2 goals of Polar Ace. It's just midfield play, just over, back and over play right here. Both teams just have their chances, but no one really created a big chance yet since those 2 goals. You know, Godalions Tempest, they really need to step up this game. That they don't want to lose that first game, and you know, I think they can do it because they just had a weak start, but I think they still be able to head back.
Oh,
3 minutes to be played. 2 minutes have been played. Yeah, the first minute we saw 2 goals. No goals anymore. As you see, no one really going for that. Mythic going up for that now. Puts it into the corner. No one from Polar Ace is challenging that, and it's going to the center, but Curse is there to deny the pass there. Dave just gets to the side of the field. Big clear from Lightning Strike. That's an easy save by Zara. Lightning Strike pops it down to such a waffle. That's the 3rd goal of Polar Ace.
And as you said, Tempest, they really need to step up here, and there's just no one going for a free ball in the midfield there. It seems like they're not on the same page here, Dennis. It seems like everyone's just trying to play their own game, and it's just not working out for them.
Yeah, it's not really a team I see yet from Godalions Tempest. And from the beginning of the season, I thought they could maybe be able to get into place for this season because they have a strong roster, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be working for them right now.
And just no one picking up on a free ball, and it's just good placement from Kurtz. And if this keeps on going for the rest of this series, like, I should have picked Polar Ace, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been all Polar Ace until now, and you know, Godalions Tempest, they just can't get into the game. It was a good shot from Curse, but I think that, you know, Godalions Tempest just give Polar Ace too much space. They can't really create much offense, and you know, they really need to step up in this game. As you see, just a little offense here. It's on the side of Polar Ace. Sarah with the less boost. Dave gets to the backboard, such a waffle. Gets it from the back wall. To the side, good pinch there. But Sarah and Dave both back there. Sarah gets it up. Sarah boost though. Ball is up, Mythic goes for that. It's not a strong shot. Such a waffle again, easy clear. And such a waffle still goes for it, but it just doesn't go in. So Sarah can get it clear to the right side of the field. They're trying to follow it up, but Curse is there to deny that. You see such a waffle building it up for Polar Ace side. demo there from Dave on such a waffle. It looks like it's gonna be the first goal of Godalions Tempest.
Yeah, it is the first goal for Godalions Tempest here, and Matic just getting 2 touches consequently. Not something that you've seen a lot from this Godalions Tempest this game 1. And what I would love to see from them moving forward from this is just hitting the just keeping the ball in their possession and just not allowing the Polar A side to keep the ball, because right now it doesn't seem like they are having possession. It just seems like every time they have the ball they just kind of throw it back to Polar A's, and they just can't seem to string much together. So let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just they don't really have the possession control here. They just give the ball away. I think they just need to be a bit more calm with in their play style. But we see just more offenses here from Godalions, but it looks like it's too late. They have 46 seconds still to score 3 goals. It is possible, but it's a really hard task. As you see, that's gonna be the 5th goal for Polar A's and probably the decider.
I'm pretty sure we can call this one a Polar A's win here. They're just dominating in this game 1 here. It looked like maybe Godalions could get something going after that first goal for them, but it doesn't seem like they have anything. Let's see if they can get something going into game 2.
Yeah, you have to credit the offense of Polar A's that has been pretty good so far this game. Save there from Dave. But it's been just Polar A's this game and just the offense from them. They've been so strong. The shots as well, they just are accurate, and they played pretty well so far. So yeah, we can count this game as a win for Polar A's. So yeah, we see just Godalions still trying to make something of this game, maybe get a 2nd goal of the game. Well, we see both players from Polar A's up. They can't really get shot in though. Zara just gets it, tries to drop it. Dave is up. Zara drops it up for Mythic. Mythic gets it to the right side of the field, trying to get it again. Gets an extra touch, but it's gonna drop down on the field. It's Polar A's who takes game 1.
Yeah, and it is Polar A's getting game 1. Just relentless offense. They just kept on pressuring the Godalions Tempest. Like they just got given the ball most of the time, but they made the best of it and actually made goals happen. So credits to Polar A's.
Yeah, they played pretty well, and they really won that in their game 1. They really won this 2nd series of the league because they just don't want to go 0 wins, 2 losses after 2 games. But it looks like it's just gonna be Polar A's. Well, it's just game 1, so everything can happen still the beginning of the series. But they just need to be more as a team and do more passing plays. So I think it's time to hop over to game 2 to get game 2 going between Godalions Tempest and Polar A's. Game 2 going to start between Godalions Tempest and Polar A's. It's Polar A's who won the first game with 5-1. And we see immediate offense here again for Polar A's. They've been really accurate last game, and really gotta credit them for that. But it's a roll restart, so we still. Oh, that's a good doink from Polar A's side, but they can't just find the net. That's the weird bounce on that, so just can't get it from the wall. Tries to go for the dribble now, flicks but doesn't hit the ball. They get it clear, going to Mythic, both players from Polar A's up. Zara getting into the corner, Mythic tries to center it. Zara here tried to shoot it but was not on net. Skurs gets the block there. Mythic is back, take control up to the wall. Doesn't have much boost though. See what it's gonna do with that. Such a waffle would denies him. Mythic can get to the center, but no one really from Godalions Tempest there follow it up. So Zara can have a free shot here, gets the flick, but gets past the third man of Polar Ace. Such a waffle is there to deny the goal for the Godalions Tempest.
Oh, and Shadow Waffle here. Oh, save.
That's really close. Good save by Zara. It's just in time to deny the goal for Polar Ace. And we see Lightning Strike now in the back. Getting the clear, but Dave is there. It's a bit messy on tonight. It's just much... they just lose much of their possession. I think they just need to be more calm. Like last game you saw the Polar Ace side doing pretty well as a team, but now it's just, you know, they're just giving the ball away too quickly. So what do you think, Nico?
I think both sides not right now need to just chill out, get themselves a rotation that feels comfortable, and just play as a team. It seems like it's 6 individual players, where 3 of those have to score on the same net. It doesn't seem like 2 teams fighting off each other right now, and that is just gonna be a whiff for Sarah. Can they punish it? No, they can't. It's off both of the posts here, Dennis. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, really unfortunate, but in the end it's not a goal. We see another offense here, this is going wide. Dave can get control, no one really from Polar is pushing that. Gets a pass in, it's going to drop down, but it's not going to be a threat for Polar Ace in the end. Let's see Azara going up. Mythic, can he get a touch? Tries to get it up, but it's fake shot your waffle a bit, goes inside the post, and that's the first goal for Godalions Tempest in this game.
Yeah, and you just see Azara just going for the ball 2 times, and I think Show Your Waffle might have gone a bit faked by Mag under the ball, but in the end it's just a good shot from Azara. She really slotted that one out.
Yeah, I agree with that. Good shot. You know, maybe such a waffle could have been more in a better defensive position, but it goes on the crossbar. Second chance, and Lightning Strike who gets his first goal for Polar Ace.
And just Show Your Waffle keeping this one in the corner, and then Kurtz off the crossbar. Luckily his teammate is there and just slams it home.
Yeah, that's equalizer. There's still 2 minutes left. Of course, Polar Ace is still 1 game up, so the Tempest really need to win this game, because, you know, that's a good offense by such a waffle. Good shot, but it doesn't go in. You see Lightning Strike getting it from the corner. So takes control, gets it over the last man. But Matic is just in time. Such a waffle just get bombed. Curse in the center, it goes to drop, but that's a clear. As you see, Dave putting it up. Azara to the center, that's a good play. Matic there with a shot. But what a save by Curse. It was a good play by Godalions Tempest, but Curse just in time to get a save for the Polar Ace side. We see another offense here. Dave getting it up to the back of Polar Ace. You see Curse trying to get it up.
Good demo.
That's a good bomb.
And it's just, oh my god.
That's a really good bomb.
That was just Curse on a mission, just taking out the whole defense and just, oh my Kurtz. Oh, that was nice.
He did everything for Lightning Strike to get in the open net, and it's the second goal for Polar Ace, which gets him in the lead in 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Well, it's not that they 4 goals down this time, so the Tempest really have a chance to get themselves back, but they really need to pressure Polar Ace right now, because otherwise they're 2 games down, I have to say. So it's gonna be a really close call. What's gonna happen here? You see Mythic, yeah, backflips a bit. See the ball getting into the corner. And Dave is up for that, and that's a good shot, but just doesn't go in. Lightning Strike is just in time to save that shot. Azara gets it into the corner, goes over Curse, who has no boost. So you see the ball going now to the side of it, and it's Tempest, such a waffle with the block. Again, such a waffle, so trying to do everything again.
Sarah? No.
Was a good idea to pass it back, but he just couldn't find his teammate. This is such a waffle, and the clear. 20 seconds left for the Godalions Tempest side to still get the goal and get the equalizer. It looks like it's gonna be the equalizer here. 0 with 17 seconds left on the clock. The equalizer for Godalions Tempest.
Yeah, and just everyone from Polar Ace in the same corner, and Sarah just finds the little hole, and it was top left. It was a good shot. Nice goal.
Yeah.
Now you need to do it again.
They really needed that, the Godalions Tempest side. Maybe Polar Ace can get a third goal in regular time, or maybe Godalions Tempest can. Looks like this is gonna go to the side of Godalions Tempest here.
Oh no!
And it's that's gonna be it's about Lightning Strike with the last chance, but it's overtime here, 2-2. You see the kickoff here. Matic follows it up. Was close.
Oh, open it!
Such a waffle, open net. Dave has no boost, and it's gonna be the winner for Polar Ace.
Oh no! Oh, that is just unfortunate for Godalions Tempest. This waffle just catching everyone off guard with that dribble, and Dave, as you said, no boost in that. Can't really do much about that. That's so unfortunate for Godalions there. But Dennis, how do you think Godalions can actually come back in this series?
Oh, it would be a reverse sweep. So Godalions Tempest, they played alright this game. 2 good goals from Azera, but it's also the Polar Ace who's been really dominant this game. They played really well. Like lost the game, they played better I think in game 1, but I think it's just Polar Ace who was still the better side here, even though Godalions Tempest just got back into the series. But I hope for a reverse sweep or at least a game 5. But yeah, we're gonna see what's going to happen. So I think it's time to hop into game 3. Will Polar Ace get a clean sweep, or will Godalions Tempest will try to get a reverse sweep? We'll find out in game 3. Game 3 about to start between these both sides. Polar Ace up with 2 games, so they have all
the flick.
It's almost an early goal, and that's going to be it's going to be the first for Polar Ace after 6 seconds.
That is probably the fastest goal we're going to see in ECC the whole season. After 6 seconds, Dennis. 6 seconds.
Yeah, really close, just right after the kickoff. It was a good offense in the beginning, and in the end it still went in. I think they could have even scored earlier if the first shot was scored, but it's still 6 seconds, really close. It's gonna be the second goal. No, Mythic is just in the way. As Zara just keeps it up to the corner. He's going for the block from the ceiling. Can't get the hit there. You see Dave getting into the corner. Both players from Polar Ace going for that. But messy around there. Is it Mythic? Get it to the corner, such a waffle can get clear. I see Azera gets to the side of the field. Is Mythic. Gets the clear. No one really from Godalions Tempest to follow it up, so Mythic goes for it by himself. You see Curse getting into such a waffle. Can we get a passing player? Lightning Strike is going up for that, gets a block on Dave. Dave has no boost, pops it up for Azera. Pops it up, but no one is there, so Curse can get it easy. See Mythic. Pops it down to Curse, tries to center that, but they just can't find the net. See Azera to Dave. Dave gets to the left corner of the field. Curse gets it up. Mythic tries to get control. Pass to Dave maybe, but has no boost. No, when I looked at Godalions' boost, they
open it.
Oh, no. Is it? That's gonna be the equalizer. Well, as I just said, when I look at Godalions' boost, almost all the time they just struggle with having a lot of boost. I think they need to work on the boost control.
Yeah, for sure. Their boost management seems kinda off right now. It might come down to Polar Ace just stealing their boost, just because they're always on the offense, and that's a miss from Curse.
Yeah, you see Azera getting to the center. Such a waffle gets there earlier, but it's not a threat for the Godalions Tempest side. You see a demo there, Lightning Strike. Gears follows up, keeps going on the corner, gets to the center of the field. Lightning Strike challenges that. As you see Dave from the back wall. trying to take control. Such a Waffle is challenging that, but no one from Polar A side is following that up. Matic gets to the left side of the field. If he's just waiting, so Matic gets a shot. Should be an easy save, easy clear for Lightning Strike. As Arrow gets to the corner of the field, Curse get a big clear. It's gonna be up to Matic now, but he pulls it up to the left side of the field. And if you see Lightning Strike, it was almost he was almost a free man, but then Tempest side was just in time to deny the shot for him. You see such a waffle good clear from the back wall. You just can't let Godalions Tempest shoot from there. You just can't let the ball go from the back wall. Not in this division. As you see, Matic looks like a back pass, but such a waffle forgets it. That's a good demo. Curse again with a good demo. It's the second goal for Polar Ace, I have to say.
And he's been doing this all series, just getting up in the face of Tempest and just taking out the goalkeeper. What a demo from Kersey.
Yeah, Godalions Tempest, they really have to hate Kersey right now for all the demos he had in defense, you know. You see the game in the 2-1 lead now for Polar Ace in the third game, so they are on match point now. The result keeps like this. It's going to be in, it's going to be up, but it just can't read it. It's going to be. It eventually goes in. 3-1. It wasn't a steal?
It was. He fell down off the backboard and hit this.
Okay, that's actually a good angle from such a offering.
Really nice angle, but.
I mean, yeah. He'll be on the scoreboard as well. As you see, Lightning Strike getting it up. And Polar A is now up with 2 goals. Well, Godalions Tempest have 1.5 minutes to get ourselves at least 2 goals. Maybe put in the reverse sweep, but this game as well, Polar Ace is just a dominant side, and you know. Do you think that Godalions will bring back this game, or do you think that Polar Ace will just close out this game, Nico?
I don't see a way that Godalions wins with the way they're playing right now. They are not looking like the Godalions we know from the playoffs last season. They are looking miserable and they need to figure something out for going into the rest of the season. This is not how you want to play in this division. Yeah,
of course. It's yeah, the 2 goals down, and you know it's all deserved. We see it. An offense here, Curse is denying the pass, good speed by him, Matic going for them. Such a waffle. Polar Ace is just really fast in the challenges, just faster than Godalions, and you know it makes them also the better side here. 40 seconds left. Curse with a good follow up from such a waffles pass. As Zara tries to get the offense in. They have the left side of the field. Curse is there. Gets a shot in. Oh, it's not going in, but Zara puts it back into the side of Godalions. Maybe a last offense here. Matic, no, it's just not working out for them. And you know, I think that's game. 2 goals down and 10 seconds to go. It's Godalions Tempest war down with 2 goals. 3-1 for Polar Ace here in this game, and it's gonna be a 3-0 sweep for Polar Ace. They really want to sweep. They're going 1 lose 1 win now. Godalions Tempest don't have any wins after 2 games. So yeah, we see Polar Ace as the winners of the series.
Yeah, and it was very deserved win. Godalions Tempest, they just did not play well at all, and I am very worried about how they're gonna do in this the rest of the season. But fair play to Polar Ace, they played really well. Polar Ace, you won a game, you should win. Now do it again against some of the better teams.
Yeah, we see Polar Ace in day 3, so in game 3, or yeah, the 3rd game of this league against Serenity Amethyst. That's the game Godalions Tempest lost in the 1st game. So Serenity Amethyst, of course, we know them from last season. They did pretty well in there. They became 2nd, I think, 3rd. But we see Godalions Tempest. They're facing off against the Salt Shakers. That's also not a better roster. It's Waffle. Well, who is in there? Waffle, you got Gent and Nitro, it is, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good all-round squad. So it's gonna be a real hard task for them as well. But after 2 losses, they really want to win the series against Salt Shakers. But yeah, we see Polar Ace now the winners of this series, and I think that that's all deserved by them. And I think that Godalions Tempest, they just really need to step up this league, this season. Still, they have still 7 matches to play. They can still make playoffs if they play. If they just win at least 6 out of these 7 games, I think they can still make playoffs. But for now, it just doesn't look good for them. Or does it, Nico?
I am not sure. I am really in doubt. I was really confident that they were gonna come out this season and play as well as they did last season, and potentially making a top 3, top 4 maybe, but it's not looking good.
Yeah, it does not look good. But I think that's all it for this stream. I think we don't have any streams or any games to be played on this stream still. So I want to thank you guys for watching the stream. I think we have one. We have a game tomorrow. I don't know, I'm not sure. But I want to thank you guys for being in the stream, and I want to thank Drama Alert for sponsoring this series, for sponsoring the season. I have to say, I want to thank you, Nico, for guesting with me. I want to thank Faded in the background for streaming. And I hope to see you all in the next stream. So good evening, everyone.